Okay, this is my third 25-pound lot of chips that I got off of eBay, and I haven't even finished the video for the follow-up on the first lot or any of the video for the second lot. I just weighed this and it was like almost 28 pounds actually, and I just got to thinking about this. It's funny, the medium flat rate stuff, or all the flat rate I think, has a 20-pound weight limit. It says right there, but they're still letting it through apparently. Oh yeah, definitely seeing some, it's a really odd looking chip. What does that say? C8748-8, 1976, 1977. That might be a collectible actually. Old Intel. It's very thin. I'll have to get a close up of that one later. That's pretty cool. I hope some more cool stuff's in here. Definitely seeing a lot of 32 pin stuff. Some more 42 pin stuff. Another MCU chip. Definitely looks mostly ceramic. Big piece of copper wire out of nowhere. Ooh, look at that. Let's see. I can see Altera. It's busted. Let's see. EPROM 512-8GC-2. That is a strange looking package. It sucks that the crystal window's cracked. Again, it might have been a collectible, but it probably ain't worth nothing now. So yeah, I'll dig in here and start sorting. Hey, there's another one. Looks like the exact same thing. Yep, and same model number, and the window is not cracked. A few bent pins, but they are not broken at least. If I remember right from the picture, there was at least 3 or 4 of these in here somewhere. Very exciting. It shouldn't be this much fun, really. Alright, I'll open this up and sort it out and start videoing again. Got another one peeking out down here. It's even bigger. Altera Max EPROM 7256 EGC 192-20. Wow. Unfortunately, these pins are a little worse off than some of these smaller chips, but I don't know, they might be salvageable. I don't see any broken pins. Just a lot of badly bent ones. Interesting though, I'm gonna look that one up later for sure. So I was getting towards the halfway part of the box where I could actually move stuff around and kind of poke around a little bit better, and started pulling the 42 pin stuff. I got a bunch of MCUs in this box, and I found a couple more Altera chips. This big Altera Max. I should say I found one more, and then I've ended up with 3 of these smaller ones. But something that really caught my eye was this Altera chip. It seems to be purple, like a purple coating on it somehow. I think it's just a conformal coating, but it makes it look purple. And I appear to have a purple one and a regular ceramic brown one that seemed to be the same number. But it was just weird to see you can kind of see the coating coming off here in the corner. I'll get a close-up of this here in a little while, but it was just weird to see a purple chip. I was freaking out. I was like, what is this thing? So, and then I got a 16 megabyte ATA disk chip. It's an SSTI 5-volt. Never seen anything like that. I think it must be a computer motherboard related or something like that. I have no idea. Another interesting little find. Yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty cool one. Well, much like the last lot, I've got quite a wide variety. We've got 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, and then 512, 512, 512. So I was very heavy on the 512s. 1 meg, 2 meg, 4 meg, a few 8 megs, and a couple 16 megs. And then I've got some 42 pin versions back here. And I found a few 64s and a few 256s that caught my eye, just something different to check on. But the big surprise was the amount of MCUs. I haven't really looked at them too hard to see what all's in there, but there's a ton of them. I couldn't believe how many there were. And then all these were various stuff that I really don't have any idea. Probably a lot of SRAM and who knows, maybe more MCU stuff, just smaller pin package stuff. And then of course the Alteras. There's a couple dip chip Alteras in there, plastic PLCC Altera, and this is all of the miscellaneous plastic stuff that was in the box. That's awesome. But you know, like I said before, there might be some value in the plastic stuff. Usually there's not though, but we'll have to take a look and see. Okay, so I made a list of all the EPROMs that I had. A total of 1,201 EPROMs. Okay, so I paid right at $200 for the whole lot. So just with the EPROMs, I paid 16.7 cents a piece if we don't include any of the other chips. And even just with my 8 and 16 meg chips, there's like, you know, $40 to $50 worth of chips just right here. Just in these, you know, what, 11 chips? So yeah, already it's a bargain. But that's not where it ends. Okay, these are all the Altera chips that were in the box. The big ones are 7000 series CPLD 256 macro cell. There wasn't much on eBay for the Dash 20s, but there's a bunch of Dash 12 stuff, and honestly, not super valuable. I might get $5 a piece for them if I could straighten the pins and verify that everything's okay. These are what's called a UV erasable switch matrix PLD, and I actually did find one of those on eBay that's active, and it's, let's see, yeah, the ones that I have are made in Japan, and they're just a little bit newer. But the one he has, the lettering is on the outside, on the purple ceramic instead of the black ceramic, but the numbers are the same. And he's asking $150 or best offer, and he has 3 offers. Obviously this one isn't worth anything with the broken window, but boom, right there, that could be, you know, $200-$300. I have no idea because there's no completed listings for these, so who knows what these are worth. The plastic PLCC, whatever pin count that is, let's see, that one is also on eBay. Had some sales, and really it's only about a $5 chip. Let's see, it was a 64 macro cell CPLD, again a 7000 series family, just happens to be a different package. Yeah, $5, take it. And this one Can't find much on the data sheet for it, but I got a short form that says it's UV erasable programmable logic device. Not much on how many cells or anything, but there is one for sale on eBay, an active listing, for $40 for one. But there are no completed listings. So yeah, there's another possible $100 right there. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good haul just for these chips, you know, let alone everything else that's in there. I thought this one was going to be really interesting. Turns out there wasn't much on eBay, but this is one of the first ones that I seen in that box. I thought, oh, that looks super cool, because look how thin this thing is. If I bring in a regular, that's a 8 meg EPROM on the right. Look, it's like half the size. And I don't know if that's a crystal window or not, but it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a piece of plexiglass or something. I thought that was super interesting, but didn't come up for much on eBay. Looks like there might be one active listing for, I don't know, about 20 bucks, but it looks like it's unused, new old stock, and nothing completed. Nothing's actually sold like this in the past 60 days on eBay. Anyway, might be a cool collectible. Okay, this thing, I did find a data sheet for it, and it just says it's a flash memory data storage system, well suited for solid state mass storage. And in this package, it looks like it was available up to 192 megabyte, and they also had an 8 meg version. But I did not find anything like it for sale on eBay, unfortunately, but no surprise. I was looking at my plastic chips, and I found these two, and I found a couple on eBay that had sold. Both were A versions though, which is a bit different somehow. But according to the data sheet, it's a field programmable read-only memory. And it looks like a 1K by 8 is all it really is. So 8 kilobit. Not that big, but the A version looks like it's about a $15 or $20 chip, so I don't know, maybe these might be worth a little bit too. Okay, a couple more of the plastic dip chips. The one on the right appears to be some kind of quad UART chip, but there's no data sheet specific to StarTech. And when I look up ST16C554 on eBay, there is some stuff on there, and some, you know, $5 to $35 chips, but again, nothing with the exact same. Well, it's the suffix, the IJ doesn't seem to come up anywhere. Everything else has got a different set of numbers and letters after the 554. The one on the left seems to be a vacuum fluorescent display driver IC, and there is one that has sold on eBay. It was a 10-piece lot for 20 bucks, so you know it's like a $1 or $2 chip, but as you can tell, it's mangled beyond use. I'll just toss that one in the precious metal recovery box. But I do believe that's what it is, because there was, a half a dozen, what were they, 256 one-time programmable plastic dip PROMs in there, and they had stickers on top of them that said something about vacuum fluorescent display. So I do believe that's what it is, or used to be anyway, I should say. This is about the last of the plastic stuff. The 49LF004Bs are 4 meg flash chips, and they might be worth $5 or $6 a piece. And the bottom ones are obviously 2 meg. I probably can't read that, but it's just 27C 2001. So I don't expect those to be overly pricey. Most of the stuff on eBay is ceramic and plastic dip stuff. Yeah, not seeing many flash. There's one. It might also be a $5 or $6 chip, and I do believe my programmer will accept those, so I probably can erase and write and erase to make sure that they still work and just sell them. Okay, here's what's going on with the MCUs. This one chip down here is an 8741A. Looks like there's about 9 active, and there's one lot of 4 sold for $20, so it puts it right about a $5 chip. Over here we've got 8748s and 8749s. There's about 30 48s active, and there's about 6 sold from about $10 to $20 a piece. And on the 49s there's about 19 or 20 active and 10 sold from $8 to $20 a piece. And then we have 8751s and 8752s. The 51s, there's about 20 active. There's a couple sold for around $10-15. And the 52s, there was about 4 active from $10 to $25 and none sold. Up here we have something I couldn't find any info on. They're D8048/8648s, and I really couldn't even find data sheets or nothing. And then we have a D5C090, which is an Intel PLD, and there was 1 active for $12 and none sold. And then there was another PLD, a D5AC324. There was 1 active at $35 but none sold. Let's see. Right here we have 2 old microchip PIC 40-pin ceramics, and there was none active or sold on eBay. They were all plastic or PLCC versions. Let's see, I've got D87C51. It's an AMD chip right here, and it's an AMD/Intel chip, but I couldn't find any on eBay that were the AMD version. Still just an MCU. And then I got a D87 a D8748 D NEC MCU. There was about 10 active on eBay from $10 to $20, and there was 1 sold at $15. And then there was instead of a D, there was an HD version, which I think there was 1 active, but it was about the same price as the regular D. And then I did come up with several Motorola processors. Got MC68B701 right here. There was only about 2 active from 5 to 15 and 1 sold at 10. And then on the right I've got MC68HC705s. And there was there was just tons of these. Ceramic, plastic, all kinds of versions of these. And they were all pretty cheap. So that's all the MCU stuff that was in the box. Now I'll get on to the rest of the little ceramic stuff. And I had a small pile of AMD stuff. The first 3 rows are PROMs, bipolar PROMs, so they're probably not worth reselling if they're already programmed. But I did find out they're all platinum silicide, so they could be useful for scrap recovery. And the last one's like a 29PL141, which is a what they call it, a fuse programmable controller, FPC. But again, if it's been programmed, it's completely useless. There was no information on eBay and very little data sheets for any of these. Okay, on my little pile of Signetics chips, I found most of these are just PROMs. You got A2HS321A, A2S191, A2HS321AF, and this one was kind of funny. The model number is actually on the bottom, CU82HS321A. But these might actually be fairly valuable. There's only one for sale on eBay, and the guy's asking like $86 plus $6 shipping. It's a JM38510, and then all the numbers after that are what says how big it is or whatever. It's a 21002 BGA, supposedly a quad 2 positive input gate array or whatever. So I'll have to investigate those further. Okay, these four turned out to be just 64K EPROMs. I couldn't tell by the numbers though. Was it 68764C? It's not like an EPROM I've ever seen, but that's what the data sheets pulled up, and I did not find any on eBay. I did find another JM38510 chip, and this one seems to not only be a gate whatever chip, but also with EPROM on it. But could not find anything on eBay. No, that's not true. This one I did find. Let's see. Yeah, there's one person selling this exact same chip for $17.50. Or best offer was $6 shipping, but there was none actually sold. And then I have a couple of small pin MCUs. MC68705P3S, and there was 2 active, about $15 a piece, and then there was 3 sold, and one of them sold for about $12. But again, I'd probably have to get in there and test them somehow to make sure everything was good before I could even try to sell them. And I thought these were going to be kind of fun because there wasn't a lot of markings on them. But then the bottom side clearly shows 27C512. So you can add 6 more EPROMs to the list of total EPROMs. I've got a whole pile of these Intel chips. There's like 4 different numbers on them. Got B57696, 57654. I think that was the one that I had the most of. B57604. And the only thing I could find was I think somebody was trying to sell the 604s on eBay, and they had them listed as EPROMs that Intel made for Bosch. That's about the only thing that I could find about it, and I can't find any data sheets or anything. I don't even know what size they are. The bottom markings don't really suggest anything that I can see. But neither does 57654. So I'm not real sure what to think about these. I'll have to set them aside, or I don't know. If anybody has any idea, send me a message, let me know. Okay, I got a Signetics PLC415. Looks like a 16FA. Some kind of programmable logic sequencer is what the datasheets are saying. But the datasheets do not have a 16FA. They got like BXA, stuff like that. But there is a couple on eBay for sale, and they're just calling them EPROMs. But one of them's 15 bucks and one of them's 10 bucks, so who knows. Another one of those I'll have to research more on. Okay, and now I've got another weird EPROM. This is a 27513, so it's a page addressed 512K UV erasable PROM. And there's one sold on eBay with real high shipping, but $4, and then there's 6 active, all within the $15 to $20 range. No idea if it's actually worth that much though. These three I'm having a hard time finding anything on. They're obviously AMD chips. I think it has something to do with 1818. This one's dash 3329, and these are dash, looks like 474S. But there's no, what doesn't seem to be any useful marks on the bottoms. So, I don't know. Anybody has any idea, let me know. Found about the last 5 here, and I found a couple more of the JM38510s. Looks like a slightly different number than the Signetic ones I found earlier. Yeah. So apparently these are also going to be some kind of gates. Okay, this one looks to be, according to the data sheet, a bipolar memory, so just a PROM. And there's no window, so it's probably been programmed and probably pretty useless. It was a N82S 2708F Signetics. But this one is an N82S 105F. And it seems to be a field programmable logic sequencer. I don't know if that means it's one-time programmable or reprogrammable or not. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm not real up on this ancient stuff here. Okay, this one's a Zycore. I don't get many of these, but it appears to be an E2 PROM, and it is ceramic. And the date code puts it at 12th week of 96. And I did find a data sheet that confirms. It says a 5-volt byte alterable E2 PROM, which I'm assuming is meaning electronically erasable programmable read-only memory. But the only EEPROMs I've ever found were plastic, and it's kind of weird to find a ceramic one. So anyway, that's the last one I'm going to worry about looking up and try to figure out. I might go on here and just see if any of these are on eBay. There is one active for like 10 bucks. And it does say EEPROM. Almost the same numbers as mine. But I do not see any sold. So anyway, still an interesting find. Might be kind of cool to have in a collection anyway. There you have it.